present, Bitcoin is showing bullish momentum. Recently, the leading cryptocurrency nearly reached its March 14 peak, missing by just $173. What's driving this surge in the crypto enthusiasm, and how long might it last? Many link it to the upcoming US elections, though the same political event is also boosting the US dollar. Historically, stronger US dollar tends to win on Bitcoin, so we are entering a new era of the market dynamics. October's rally in Bitcoin has been fueled by several factors, with the most prominent being the rising odds of a Donald Trump victory in the presidential race. However, there is a twist. The dollar is gaining on the expectations of a higher inflation and a slowdown in the Fed rate cuts. Bitcoin as a risk asset benefits instead from expectations of a further rate reductions. If the rally were based on just one factor, Bitcoin would not have been able to approach its all-time highs. And this current surge owes much to global central banks, many of which are moving toward rate cuts. In other words, as money supply and currency liquidity increase, so does investment availability. This environment makes assets such as spot BTC funds increasingly attractive for those seeking alternative stores of values. Investor activity across the US spot Bitcoin fund sector has surged, led by BlackRock on October 29. Its product under ticker IBIT attracted $642.9 million. However, this spike in activity was short-lived, with October 30 seeing $872 million in inflows. Obviously, growing demand for the investment is driving up the price of the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Another factor fueling Bitcoin's rally is a so-called Bitcoin black hole effect. Experts describe this as the cryptocurrency's rising dominance, which draws liquidity away from altcoins. Nonetheless, the leading driver for the crypto market remains the hopeful anticipation of Donald Trump's victory. The Republican representative and former US president has repeatedly stated that Bitcoin should become a key strategic asset for the country. Trump has also pledged that if re-elected, he would immediately fire U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler, who has been a frequent target of criticism from the crypto community when it comes to the economic agendas of the 2024 US presidential candidates. The main point of a divergence lies in a tax policy. For a detailed analysis and its potential impact on the market, check out our recent report on how the 2024 election outcome could affect the dollar. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump represent distinctly different approaches to cryptocurrency regulation, adding to uncertainty in the market. Harris has chosen to sidestep any commentary on crypto-related issues altogether, leaving the industry in suspense regarding her potential stance. And Trump, by contrast, has positioned digital assets and protecting the crypto sector as central to his campaign platform. However, during the recent televised debates, the topic of a cryptocurrency went unmentioned, leading to roughly 3% dip in Bitcoin's price as market sentiment cooled. Notably, Trump previously proposed initiatives to protect users' rights and support Bitcoin mining in the United States. He even attended the Bitcoin 2024 conference, where he promised to end the government's crackdown on cryptocurrencies. If Trump wins, the US may create a favorable environment for the expansion of the crypto market. However, Harris could also take a more progressive stance than the current administration. Kamala Harris' support for technology and potential openness to cryptocurrency could help the industry grow as well. pulling data tracking American preferences for the upcoming presidential election reveals a near-event split between supporters of Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Kamala Harris. So does this mean that the US presidential election will ensure a positive future for the crypto industry, regardless of the outcome? In 2024, Bitcoin entered a new bull cycle and reached an all-time high, driven by the halving event. And this highlights strong market support. However, as we move into the second half of the year, the market has entered a correction, which is absolutely normal phenomenon after so strong gains. From a technical point of view, Bitcoin is currently in an accumulation phase, which could signal the start of a new bullish run. Bitcoin has already surpassed the $70,000 mark, signaling strong upside momentum that could continue through November 2024. By late fall, the market could see either another 7 or 8% rally from the current levels or a pullback to early October prices, potentially correcting to the $59,000 range. Based on the global cycles and historical data, BTC could extend its uptrend into 2025. When the 2024 correction is over, the first cryptocurrency is likely to resume its upward trajectory beyond by both institutional and retail investors. Under favorable market conditions, it could even reach the $100,000 mark. According to our analysts, the strategy for 2025 is to wait for the correction to end and identify key entry points to increase positions, taking into account the high volatility of the market. Overall, our experts believe that the US election and the current market dynamics create a challenging but potentially favorable environment for Bitcoin in the coming years. We will follow for the mentioned event, continue to follow our news with us, subscribe to the channel, and see you later.